excuse my nose, please. Hi, Rowan. I really enjoyed your video. It was very fun to listen to, and I like how passionate you were when talking. Both passionate, in your opinions, but also at times it seemed like, and I don't know if this was just you trying to be quiet or like people were sleeping or something. You sounded somewhat solemn as you were talking about the description of the events that were both described in, especially Tolkien Decorum, but also just in general the war. Obviously we shared the same opinion, as did quite literally the entire class. I think we focused on, in part, the same things. We had a lot of the same quotes or lines that we paid specific attention to. I think even though you did mention the historical context later, I guess your opinions, to me, felt a little more biased towards, like, the actual sentiment of what they were writing about, if that makes sense. I think mine was a little more focused on, obviously you focused on the language use as well. I just think mine, I think I focused more on, I guess, how each author expressed the message they were trying to get across, and I think that's kind of one of the few ways we differed. I think especially I feel like the very last line in Dulce et Decorum Est, when he's telling people that it is just so, not superficial, but you can't tell someone a lie. Dulce et Decorum Est pro patria mori. It is sweet and fitting to die for one's country, after he's described the actual realities of war. And I think that line would have really went along very well with your argument, especially considering just Tennyson's, I guess, ideal world where you can just honor the soldiers and their meaningless deaths and things like that. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I did like how you brought up I got a message. The historical context, because I didn't exactly go into depth about that. I didn't mention specifics, I guess, especially concerning Alfred Tennyson's. I didn't focus on his, but that's just because I think I had somewhat of a bias towards Wilfred Owen's poem. So I did like how you included that last bit, and you actually did. You took a moment to actually focus on the differences in what warfare was like for each of them. And I think that, even though I didn't mention, I think that was a really important aspect of both the poems, and played a big role in both how their messages would have came across to the public, and sort of explain the different sentiments each of them had. So, yeah. I liked your video, Ron.